What about it, YouTube? Okay, so, I mean, if you've been following the news, there's this guy named Nassar who apparently was an Olympic, female gymnast, therapeutic coach guy or something, somebody that trained, I'm not sure what his title was exactly, but he worked with the girls that were, involved with Olympic training, and they would go to him and he would go over their physiology and try to maximize whatever, potential that they had for the event that they were training for. So, if you've been following it, right? Okay, so they are building him up. They are like, it's something I can't even fucking believe. And then I look around, I'm like, has everyone lost their fucking mind and all of their critical thinking skills? I mean, they're acting like this is the most brutal sex offender of all time. I mean, everybody, like the judge, the way the people are the supposed victims, and the other people around him, fellow instructors and other people, I've never heard such vile hatred and vitriol. I mean, they're just disgusting portrayals of, you're the worst, like just over the top, demoralizing lectures from these bitches and these other people, just pounding him, and the judge, the same thing. The judge is like allowing all this shit that wouldn't normally be allowed. Like some guy just pipes up out of nowhere, like, "Go to hell." Oh, sir, would you like to say some more? I mean, totally out of line, and not, where's the respect for the court? Where's the decorum? Where's the decency? It's gone. It's just anybody can just pipe out of their mouth at a given moment, "Yeah, go to hell." And then all of a sudden everybody stops. Oh, sir, did you want to speak? Did you have more to say? Yeah, you nasty son of a bitch. I thought I could trust you. All the women I sent to you, telling them how great you were and all the guilt I feel now. And, you pile of scum shit. It's just so over the top. Okay? And then my fear, of course, is me talking about this, is someone's going to be going like, are you defending a pedophile or whatever? Are you, what are you saying, dude? What I'm saying is, I'm at a loss at the way everything's being handled. The judge, she stops, she before she gives him some 125 million year sentence. I mean, why not 6 million years? Why not 7 million years in prison? 125 years in prison. Wait, what? Again, it's just this strange, over the top, just vile hatred, and just burning the motherfucking witch, and then burning him again, and then fuck it, man, I'm gonna burn him again and burn his ashes, and god damn it, we're just gonna keep the fucking flames on it, man. Fuck. Just, it's so over the top. I don't understand why they're even allowed to do this. Why is the judge allowed? While she's ranting and raving, she's saying, this will stop here. There's something to that effect, like, this ends here. Are you kidding me, bitch? Like he's the end all be all. He's the beginning and now the end of all sexual abuse. I mean, it's fucking retarded. And then she goes on and on. She's like bringing in all this other stuff of like statistics and stuff, like, blah 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 happened here and happened there and da da da. You can't do that in a court. You can't be inciting the emotions of the jury or whoever else by bringing in non-related bullshit and then trying to adhese it into the current situation after you get everybody fired up, like, talking about somebody halfway around the world did something and now that has pertinence to this situation. It's just unbelievable. Okay, so what am I saying? No, I'm not backing a pedophile, all right? Yeah, he was a pervert. Yeah, he felt up girls, under the guise of it being therapy. So what was happening? Listen to what the girls were saying. they're saying, yeah, I'd go in his office and I'd feel uncomfortable, but everybody told me how great he was, and we were such good friends, and he gave me gifts, and we talked about personal stuff, and, I mean, that's the best you can... Look, I felt uncomfortable on an airplane flight next to some chatty old bitch telling me how great Bernie Sanders is, and on the other side I got some sweaty whore whose arm's halfway into my seat. Okay? I was uncomfortable. Should we have a 125 years sentence for these bitches that annoyed me? I mean, that's the worst that happened to you, was you were uncomfortable? I mean, you had your fucking pussy massaged. That's the worst that happened to you? You had your pussy massaged while you thought that it was part of the therapy and the training and the conditioning. Right? And while he's telling you personal, whatever, friendly stories and stuff, right? I mean, it was not a case where you knew full on that you had been sexually abused. Not once did he pull his cock out. Not once did he, tell somebody, like, you're not going to be on the Olympic team unless you suck me off. I mean, do you see the difference? Okay, I'm not saying it's great that he's a pervert and that he's into little girls and touching them and feeling them up and massaging their pussy with his fingers, right? But, I mean, it was about as clinical as it could have been. He was pulling it off, all right, by putting this clinical environment around it. It was about as clinical as you could ever dream something like that up, right? He wasn't like a dentist who dopes up his patient and then fucks them while they're knocked out, I mean, they were coherent, they were engaged, they were none the wiser, but now they talk about it as if, oh, I'll never be able to trust, and oh, you've ruined me, and oh, until Michigan State does something, I'll never be able to heal, and it's so over the top. This emotive hysteria, this ridiculous shit that he's the worst fucking sex offender. He is minor. He isn't even fucking, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's probably like a 3 or a 4. They make it sound like he was, raping and killing toddlers and mushing their body up into a pulp, mixing it with sugar and spices and serving it to the next fucking bitch who walked in from the Olympic team, and running a cycle of horrific rape, death, murder, and sadistic fucking macabre shit. No, I mean, the guy was, like I said, if fucking, raping and murdering is a 10, right? And saying something that you shouldn't is a 0 or a 1, saying something that's a little off color or whatever, right? Maybe like a peeping Tom is like a 1, right? And number 2 is like a flasher. But we still haven't got to anybody touching anybody yet. And then how about somebody touched you and made you uncomfortable, but they didn't, they were massaging you, right? Like, I'm just trying to imagine this, right? Like, I'm in some clinical situation and some girl's like, some training or something, and some girl's like rubbing out my legs and, the muscles, and it's like, next thing you know, she's on the bone and she's freaking rubbing on that, and oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but everybody tells me how good you are, I mean, if I got my dick massaged, I don't think I would have a life of trauma from that. Okay? I just don't think I would have a fucking life of trauma from that. Okay? Let's say it was a guy that was doing it to me, right? And I'm like, hey man, I don't know, and he was just like, oh, this is part of the therapy, son, I mean, sure, maybe in his little, coconut, there's some strange jollies going on. But unless he's like heavy breathing and like, gulping down jizz or something, I mean, do you see? It's like, you didn't know. You were none the wiser that he was a perv until later. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be in trouble for this, right? But there's guys who fucking actually penetrate kids who do 10 years or less. Look at Epstein. How the fuck can Epstein run an island of underage child trafficking and sex orgies, right? Call it the Lolita Express and Orgy Island. Has names like this, okay? You know what Lolita is? Check out Shirley Temple and where the term Lolita comes from. I mean, obvious serious high-level child abuse going on and child trafficking going on with Epstein. He has like a year and a half in a country club where he can leave whenever he fucking wants, and it's like a country club. It was like his own place. He wasn't in some maximum security place where there's fucking diehard motherfuckers that are gonna kill you if you're a child molester in there. That's where he should have gone. I mean, if you're gonna give somebody fucking a year and a half and you're gonna give somebody 125 years, is it gonna be Epstein that gets the 125, or is it gonna be Nassar, whatever, this guy? I mean, it's so fucking weird to me that there's no critical thinking. That if you listen to these girls and how they just talk all nasty and you know, like what a nasty fucking person you are. Just generally speaking, it's so solipsistic that Johnny come lately fucking told you in your coconut that you were a victim, and you, oh god, fucking burn him, 125 fucking thousand years, burn him. I mean, the fuck? It makes no sense. Again, there's actual victims where they know the entire time they're being victimized. There's penetration taking place, who don't have this kind of over-the-top hatred and emotion towards their perpetrator. You know, and I'm not saying you should ever love whoever's abusing you, but I mean, you're just hurting yourself by carrying on, by being all hateful and shit, right? I mean, you're not. Don't you want to be above? You know, I mean, wouldn't you like want to get like somebody like him? He's just a perv. Like, dude, where'd you go wrong, man? I mean, and here's the other thing. They've said they find all this porno on his computer. What was my other video about with Ted Bundy talking to Rockin' Mr. E, the Jew-loving idiot? It's porno is a major common denominator in sexual abuse practices. Okay. Why aren't they demonizing the porno? Why aren't they demonizing, how is he getting this porn? Where's this porn coming from? We need to shut this fucking shit down that's getting in these guys' head, that's spinning their fucking wheels and getting them to act like this. Right? A normal fucking civilization would be looking for the root of the problem. They would be looking at the fucking porno situation and how it's corrupting society and it's perverting people. Right? And it's turning out sexual perverts and sexual deviants. That's what they would be doing. They wouldn't be like, you're the end and the start of all of this, and just him, like he was just, you know, he was born to be the most evil fucking sexual criminal ever. Because he touched some fucking girls and massaged their fucking vagina while they thought they were getting therapy. It's so fucking bizarre to me. It's so bizarre. Again, I'm not defending him. He should be in trouble. There's no excusing what he did. It's not right under any situation to sneak in and around kids and then create some kind of a grooming process so that you can get your little jollies off and be a pervert. But again, if you tried to find a scale of who's the fucking worst out there and who's this guy, he is on the mild side. He's on the mild side. None of them knew at the time they were being sexually abused. Do you understand that? None of them knew when they walked out of his office that they were being sexually abused. They might have known they felt uncomfortable, but Jesus, who the fuck cares about uncomfortable? Are you kidding me? Now uncomfortable is a crime? Now uncomfortable is a worse crime than Orgy Island? So, people, the message in this video is, please don't lose your critical thinking. Please be able to distinguish between what's normal and what's not normal. What happened with this Nassar guy is not normal. There's something very strange going on that they're allowing, that the judge is doing what she did and allowing the things to happen in the courtroom that happened. Again, the decorum, the professionalism, the decency was out the fucking window. And it was just, we're gonna burn a fucking witch. Burn him! Burn him! He's got ties to the heathen. Burn him! Burn him! He's in league with Lucifer. Burn him. Burn him. Burn him. I mean, so over the top. Okay? Nassar's not a good guy. But he's so mild in comparison. And this 125 years shit, again, why not 6 million years? Why not 8 billion, you know? Why not 6-minute abs? Why not 5-minute abs? You know, why not? I mean, if you're just going to make up bullshit. Anyway, that's this one.